I was about to take out my contacts, and I thought I should put something out there, um, in addition to the few little pictures I put out this morning. As far as, like, I don't know, my thoughts or impressions. Um, what do I decipher? And maybe, I mean, because I do notice. Maybe I'm not supposed to, I don't know. Maybe, but I noticed that changed, that disappeared, that went away. I no longer can see that, have access to that. Those are gone. So, changes. So that's what I see on my end. I just see a bunch of stuff just gone, disappeared. And I don't know what that little hiccup was. I don't know if that came across or not. So I just know that I'm still here. And I can of course interpret it however it is I want to do. And it's like, I kind of figure that it's just a sign of being tired of all the maintenance and upkeep of all the little places that require attention and have issues. So, because I don't even know, much about it. It's like, I'm sure I don't have any idea what it looks like on their end. Like, what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis with all these little notifications and little pop-ups and this needs attention, this needs attention, this is, and you got people asking, people wanting, people requesting, people demanding, people expecting, people waiting. That's got to be stressful. All that not knowing of expectations and uncertainties from strangers or followers or whatever one wants to call them, I guess. This is why I have no interest, very little interest at all in social media. It's just, I can't afford the energy, I guess. Or the attention. I just prefer to be a non, I want to say, a non-participatory, I don't want to say witness either. It's like I want to be able to participate when I want to, discretionary, based on energy, and but mostly I just want to observe, I guess. Like, I guess that's how most people are. And that's what I usually do. Rarely, do I comment on things, So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm not supposed to have deciphered anything or think anything. It can go either way as far as like whatever it is I think about things. Because I tend to think that people are angry at me for having done something I wasn't supposed to do, or having not done something I was supposed to do, or be something that I'm not, or not be something that I am. And it's very frustrating for the outside world to have to deal with me not understanding how it is that I'm supposed to be in whatever context of whatever situation. I'm supposed to understand things or have experience with them, and I don't. So it's not like I'm intentionally going out of my way to misunderstand, misinterpret. This is the brain I have to work with. This is the mind that is at my disposal, and I'm not getting a new one. And I think I could swear that it used to work. Well, I know it used to work differently. I don't know exactly how I used to think about it. And everything's changed, basically. And I don't know who I used to be. I have their memories, but I don't know what I used to think about them or how I felt about them. I have their experiences, but I don't remember exactly much of anything. I just know I was there, and yeah, that was me. Or this. But it was the person. The person is gone. Whoever that was is no longer here. I'm what's here now, and for people that used to know me, and that person's gone. In more ways than one, they did not survive. And I can only imitate and replicate what I think based on how they're treating me, who it is that they think I am. Because yeah, I still respond to the same name, but it's not the same person talking back. And I see that look. And it's like, I'm trying here. So, but anyway, as the watch said, it is December 14th, and stuff has happened. And I'm gonna keep it anonymous, of course, but it is something that is keenly of interest to me, and that's a way of saying it. And I'm not going to do anything. I've done enough. I've said enough. I've written enough. And I think probably about the worst thing I could probably do is say more, do more, add more. Sometimes to add is to take away. Because I wouldn't know what to say anyway. I've said everything. I've said anything and everything, and maybe too much, or maybe too little, or maybe not the right thing, or maybe not enough. And it's like, I don't know. And I see the aftershocks, or feel the aftershocks, and see the results. And it's like, I don't know. I like to think that it might be something else. Maybe other things are going on that I have some idea about, but I don't know what it's about. There are other things going on, other factors at play, and I know that my meddling and muddling through things has probably been a source of unwanted stress and turmoil and added trauma in a cycle of trauma that doesn't need to continue. Breaking patterns, breaking cycles, changing the story. It's like that's what I'm trying to do, is get out of that role, and I get to be myself, not some fabrication, not some construct. I get to be whoever it is I am, which I haven't figured out yet. But I saw another one of those little glitches. Interesting. Trying not to repeat the cycle, trying not to repeat the pattern. And I don't know, this feels new to me. This does not feel familiar. I'm struggling with navigating, but I do not feel in danger. I feel more I want to say ensorcelled, captivated, entranced, hypnotized, perplexed at the same time. But, I have a freer mind than I used to, a more awake mind than I used to. Came at a price. And I couldn't afford it. I didn't think I could. But I keep affording it. It came at a cost. And it was not one of my making, but I walked into it through a series of choices that I made over a long period of time. And I couldn't stop making those choices. The choices were making themselves, and I was along for the ride. So, I'm still not in control of my own life and directions, but I have some say in it now. I can make choices which help propel and guide my course and trajectory, speed, velocity, impulse, into some charted or uncharted life of my choosing, where I don't get caught in a self-made prison. Freedom is precious. Choice is precious. And I lost that. But I've gotten it back. Anyway. This went in a far different direction than what I was expecting. I just wanted to say hi. Hi. I am here. Not that these get looked at or whatever, but another time. They're here for a record, and I just wanted to show that I'm here, and I am okay. So, and I hope everything's okay over there too. I don't know what's going on. I am concerned. It hasn't turned from concern to worry yet. But I am waiting. Turns out I am waiting. I'll create as well. But I'm trying to remain patient and hopeful. So, yeah. So I guess that's all I got. Until next time. Well, at least until tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow too. So there's that. And the next day probably. I hope. So. And I hope you're there too.